ladies and gentlemen, my name is MJ, and welcome back to Minecraft Realms on the Tree 2.0 server. This series officially goes up to 11 now. Welcome back to episode 11 and the 5th video of this week, so I'm very happy to have this. So I said tonight was going to be a little bit of a Dora the Explorer kind of episode. I was going to do a little chatting. I've decided that I loved that ravine, that clay-topped ravine, just a little bit too much to leave it behind, to just go wander off into the distance. I've been playing on this seed now for about 3 months, and I actually have not explored any ravines. It's kind of crazy. Haven't really thought much about that until now. So we are going to head off. I've never tried to throw an ender pearl in this F5 view before. Let's see what happens and where we end up. Oh, through 2. What happened? Nope. There we are. Oh, that's cool. Nice little view of the house. Alright, gonna head over to the ravine, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I do believe that I have found the hole down into the ravine that I was looking up through the other night. Over there I can see that, I'm pretty sure that is where I pulled some iron out of. I was hoping to start the video back a couple seconds ago. There was a squid down there. I have no idea where he came from, but he despawned. He popped just as I was about to take a screenshot and start the video. But I'm gonna head back up to the top of the mesa over here, and as I had expected, as I was thinking while I was down under there and I wasn't F3ing a bunch, I am most definitely in a desert. This is actually a desert biome right here. It is not mesa, and then we head right over here into birch forest. So it does kind of change up, which is why the whole ravine doesn't have the clay roof. So we're gonna try to ender pearl back up. There we go. That is our target over there, the little sandy thing. Tonight, while I'm doing my Dora the Explorer impersonation, I wanted to talk a little bit about volunteerism, and also the funny thing is, now that I think about it, I'm gonna have a hard time finding my way back to the ravine, which I think it's that way. Anyway, I want to talk a little bit about volunteerism, as well as channel. There we go. As well as a channel update. In one of my past videos, I mentioned that I am a volunteer coordinator. That is my full-time job. This coming Monday here in the United States, it is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and yes, dramatic pause for MLK Day. MLK Day is a observed. Oh, there we go. That was easy. MLK Day is an observed holiday here in the United States. It is celebrated on the 3rd Monday in January, so it's a federal holiday. I am just going to... I don't have a bucket. Lava. Anyway. Heyo! As I was saying, MLK Day is an observed holiday here in the United States. And over the last few years, where am I? 26, okay. Over the last few years, it's become a day of volunteering, which is absolutely phenomenal. I have taken some time to help volunteer in the past with friends that were running service projects, as well as this year I'm going to be helping to support up to, I think it's going to be close to 100 people. Hey, there's some gold. So I'm just going to do some mining while I'm down here as well. So you're going to see me get obsessive over some iron and coal and all that. So we are, as I was saying, we are expecting 100 volunteers at my place of employment, which I said is a food bank. So it's going to be pretty cool. We've got a pretty awesome project for them to work on. It should be interesting. Very useful project. But one of the things that people struggle with sometimes. Let me just get situated here. I'm going to get some more cobble before I start so I can kind of keep my train of thought. So we've just come out of a huge time of year that is very popular for volunteering. So it's the fall, and you've got Thanksgiving in the United States. You've got Thanksgiving, followed up by the holiday the December holiday season. So people are interested in volunteering for Christmas, and they've all kind of got that. Everyone has that spirit, that giving spirit, which is again absolutely phenomenal. Now, the organization I work for, we utilize volunteers every single day of the year, and we've got these amazing groups of volunteers that help us out. The folks that I work with, every single month, they process somewhere between 500 and 600,000 pounds of food. That's pretty incredible, and none of them are paid employees. It is all volunteer. One of the worst parts of my job is having to tell people they can't volunteer. We occasionally do get into situations where we have too many volunteers, so we need to just tell people they can't come in. This is sometimes people that are already scheduled to come in and volunteer, and we have to be like, hey, I'm really sorry, there's nothing for you to do. So thank you very much. We, as always, we appreciate you guys, so much, but we don't have any work that needs to be done right now. Or we have to tell people in the beginning that we can't even schedule them. And that leads to some, I don't want to say hurt feelings, but I shortly after starting my job, I had somebody actually say to me, they were like, well, I can't believe you don't want us to volunteer. You don't want our help. And my response was, I said, I'm very sorry. I was like, we absolutely do want your help. I don't know where to go. Sorry, guys. I'm just gonna think for a second, because there were those other holes. So there's not much here. I was hoping this was going to be a little bit bigger. But what was I saying? Oh, so we absolutely do. Every single person, we certainly do need their help. But organizations that are so volunteer driven, there are always peaks and valleys in in the work that needs to be done. And unfortunately, we also have a safety issue where, and any volunteer organization is going to be in the same situation. You can only support so many people, and sometimes there's only so much work that can be done that needs to be done. And so sometimes you have to weigh that out. So I've unfortunately had to have this conversation with some folks that are very eager to come out and volunteer for MLK Day, and it's rough. It's an unfortunate thing where everybody can't necessarily come out to the organization that they want to volunteer at. And prior to Thanksgiving holiday, on the Minecraft subreddit, there was a free talk. Well, one of the free talk Fridays. I think it was the Friday before Thanksgiving, and I posted and said, "Hey, if I'm putting my volunteer hat on for a minute, my volunteer coordinator hat on for a minute. If you are contacting an organization, a food pantry, a soup kitchen, something like that, the week before Thanksgiving, to ask if they need help on Thanksgiving, please don't be upset with the volunteer coordinator, because it is very, very likely that they are absolutely filled up. But the best thing that you could possibly do is ask them when they need help, because you may have the thought that it is best to volunteer. Oh, I want to volunteer on Thanksgiving. I want to volunteer on Christmas. But the folks that they are working with, that they are supporting, and that they are providing services for, they're there 365 days a year. There is a men's homeless shelter here in Pittsburgh. Fantastic organization. Is actually run. The director is a friend of mine, and they provide meals. There are groups that come in and cook meals every single day of the year, and it is all volunteer. And yes, during the winter months, they need more meals, because they provide extra beds. So they sort of open up the shelter so that they can accommodate some extra folks that definitely need a place to be. But as I was saying, there was a squid over there. Hold on, sorry guys. There we go. As I was saying, so yes, so if you're interested, if you're ever interested in volunteering, and you're turned away, don't feel slighted, because you don't think they don't want your help, or they never need your help. It could just simply be a circumstance of there's not enough work to do. And the most frustrating thing for a volunteer is to not feel needed when they're there. I volunteer weekly during the growing season at a community farm in the neighborhood where I live in. And we always need people. We always need people to pull weeds and to help plant and harvest. But if I had a Sunday at our little corner community farm, the neighborhood farm, and I had 50 people show up, I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be like, well, guys, we're gonna pull some weeds, and we're gonna move some straw around, but that's it. We're gonna be done in about 15 minutes, because there's too many of us. So I'm gonna go get some coffee. I'll be back in a few minutes, and let me know when I come back if you guys have any questions about pulling weeds, because there'd be nothing for me to do. Not to mention the fact that it's that would be one of those days where the volunteers we would just, rather than the volunteers and the neighbors getting to partake in part of the harvest, that is one of those days where we would just have to turn the harvest completely over to the neighborhood, which I'm a neighbor as well, and most of the volunteers are neighbors. But it would be one of those situations where we'd be like, okay, well, let's just let's hit the people up in the alley, and those are the folks. That's all that's getting the food today, because we don't have enough food to go around for the participants. Because it's a great garden. I love volunteering there, because we get, every week we have like little kids. We have kids in the neighborhood. We have neighborhood kids that have never seen a carrot before, or I should say, have never seen a carrot in the ground before, which is really, really cool. And it's an amazing educational experience. Oh, there's the thing that I was looking down into before. So yeah, that is a really cool volunteer opportunity, guys. If you live someplace that has a city growing program, anything like that, get involved. It's absolutely fantastic. All right, I'm gonna head back over and try to see if I can get into some of those drops that I had found. So let me see. So if there was anything else that I wanted to say about that, just thinking. I meant to actually write down notes, because I knew that I would just kind of get passionate about the whole idea of volunteering. I've been volunteering all of my life. I'm an older dude. I know that most people that are probably watching this video or if anyone's watching this video, you're probably a Minecraft fan, and I always just jokingly say that I'm Avidia aged. So so there you go. But I have been volunteering ever since I was a kid. Ever since I was like 13 or 14, and it's always been a really cool experience. I volunteered in a hospital. I was a I don't want to say that I was a candy striper, but the shirt that I originally wore as a volunteer was red and white striped. I never worked on a patient floor. I guess as a dude, they put me down, and I was working in Central Supply, which is the people that run materials all over the hospital. But anyway, why did I change up? There we go. Why did I change up my torches here? So I'm heading. There you go. Torches for me. Torches on the right. I'm heading back out. That would be an easy way for somebody to prank me and really keep me trapped in a cave for quite some time if you went in and moved all my torches around. So I'm going to take a little jump here in the filming. I'm going to go off camera for just a second, and I'm going to try to find one of those drops, and then I will be right back. Well, here we go. That did not take but a moment for you, and, well, maybe a little bit more than a moment for me. Alright. I did actually take the time to watch through the video that the video I just recorded, and I didn't realize that it went quite as long as it did. So I'm going to make this quick. Going to give you guys just a real quick little view down in here. I think I might just jump. But before I do, no, I'm not going to jump. Yeah, I'm just going to jump. But anyway, before I do, I'm going to crack open a Clown Shoes Galactica India Pale Ale. I have a pretty cool bottle shop in my neighborhood, which I think I've mentioned before. They have like 500 or 600 different bottle beers that you can buy individually. And I went in the other day and I asked for some IPAs that I'd never had before. I gave them, kind of pointed at the shelf, told them what I'd have drank, and they recommended this one. Clown Shoes, pretty cool because all their labels look like cartoons, and all of the, or like superhero, like comic book superhero kind of stuff, and all of the people they have giant clown shoes. So it's kind of cool little thing. I'd seen the bottles before and kind of ignored it because I thought it was like gimmicky, but I'm about to taste it for the very first time, and if you bear with me for 1 second. That is not bad. Definitely hoppy, but not ridiculously overpowering, which is nice. Ooh, it's got a real nice taste to it. 8% alcohol by volume. Not bad at all. So there we go. That is going to play into what I'm going to chat about in just a second. So I want to give you all a little bit of a channel update as to what is going to be going on. I have absolutely enjoyed doing a week's worth of Minecraft videos this week, which has been really fun. And obviously I'm going to continue with lots and lots of Minecraft on my YouTube channel. Probably going to try and do... Oh, this goes deep. Where am I? Oh my god, I'm at 49. Never mind. I'm not nearly as deep as I thought I was. I think I started up so high. Anyway, so I will probably be putting out... My plan is to put out 2 or 3 Tree 2.0 server videos. Ooh, yeah, nice. A week. So I'm going to continue to do this as you know, as I posted earlier in the week. I got the plan of action. I've got all the ideas of what I want to work on. So we're going to continue to work on the project board. I had mentioned to Gummy that I'm going to kind of roll some dice, and we're going to go randomly. We're going to go randomly and see what it is that what I'm going to be working on from day to day. And what would be amazing if I found a skeleton spawner down in here. Skeleton spawner is one of the things we have not been able to find yet. So there's going to be that. So I'm going to be doing a couple Tree 2.0 videos a couple times a week. I'm gonna get back. I did one, and then I had some recording problems with a few things. I did one video. It was first click, so it was a pretty cool. I thought it was a pretty cool little. I thought it was kind of a cool premise. Basically, as a bad gamer, I'm going to try playing some new games, whether they're indie games or they're major releases that I've just never played before. I've been promising Ricky, one of the guys here on the server, our young dude from Finland, that I was going to try playing World of Tanks. That is the thing that he has actually most on his channel, is World of Tanks. So if you speak Finnish or you understand Finnish, I highly recommend you check out Ricky's. Follow the links in the description of this video and check out Ricky's World of Tanks videos. I've watched a little bit of it, but I don't understand anything that's going on. So on Sunday, I'm going to spend some time, and on Wednesday. So if you're a World of Tank fan, be on the lookout. There's going to be a World of Tank video, and I have this weird feeling that I'm going to enjoy the game. So I'm already kind of planning on that I might stick with that for a little bit of time. So I might do first click and then second click and second click revisited. And look, it's more ravine. Here, let's do this. Oh, nope. I do not want to do that. Cancel. Cancel. There we go. That is not what I wanted. I wanted this. I wanted this. There we go. We're going to do that. We're going to get our screenshot right here. There it is, people. Tree 2.0. Ravine 2.0. So there is that. So then the reason that I cracked open the beer, and I'm going to take another little sip again. This is something I've been sitting on. It's an idea I've been sitting on for a little while. And, oh, hello there, creeper. This coming Friday, I am finally going to launch it. So it'll be, so not Friday, not when you're watching, not the same day that you're watching this, but it will be the Friday after, so next week. On Friday, you can be on the lookout for another Minecraft series for me. It's going to be solo, and it is going to be called Beer Mining, where I play some Minecraft and I talk about beer. So I've got some cool ideas. I think I've got some cool ideas for it. It should be a pretty fun series. I think. I hope. We'll see how it goes. It's gonna be an interesting. It's going to be the concept that I kind of have for it is going to be a little bit. It's going to be a little world tourish. I think there's going to be a lot of work being done off camera, just because the idea that I have for the world. And then, but you guys will see. So stick around for that next week. Hopefully it'll be interesting. Gummy's pretty funny. She's several years away from drinking, but she's like, I'm actually really looking forward to watching the series. So she might actually be making a little appearance in the first episode, and then an upcoming episode. So there you go. So you can be on the lookout for that. Well, there it is, guys. So next week you can expect from me Minecraft, Tree 2.0, World of Tanks, and then finally beer mining. I'm excited about it. We're going to be starting off with, I've already got the beer lined up that I'm going to be talking about in the first episode, and I'm going to be I gotta admit, I'm going to be a little craft beer hipster on this, because the beers I'm going to be talking about, they're beers that you're never going to be able to try unless you live here in Pittsburgh. It's going to be a local brewery, and I'm going to be chatting a little bit about, some limited edition beers, but it'll still be interesting, nonetheless. Alright, folks, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you made it through the episode. As always, please get in touch, leave a like, leave a comment, all that good stuff. Reach out on Twitter. Hey, if anyone has any questions about volunteering, anything like that, please, or the way that food banks, food pantries, all that good stuff, anything about that, please feel free to get in touch. I will happily answer any questions I can, or give you guys or set you guys up with getting the right facts about food pantries, about SNAP benefits, food stamps, all that good stuff. Please, if anyone has any questions, I know those topics can certainly be hot button issues for folks. So reach out if you have any questions, or if you feel one way or another about it. I'd actually be interested to hear that as well. That could be interesting. So guys, thank you very much for watching. As always, I'm MJ. Have a good time. Have a good one. And I'm going up there to explore. Peace, folks.